Hey guys, AJ here back with another one. So welcome to the newest episode of the AJ Panel Podcast. You guys know me, I'm AJ. You know, I'm allergic to BS, you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm here to empower men and talk about men's issues. So we got a panel today and we'll have them introduce themselves. But before they do that, everyone like and subscribe. So let's just go around the panel. You guys introduce yourselves quick. Let's go.
I'll start. This is Doug in PA, 41, DMV area, professional, graduate degree, successful, out here on these streets, trying to figure out what's what. I'm also a male advocate. I like to advocate for men being better outcomes, especially Black men. And I am excited about this topic. Let's go.
How y'all doing? Name is Mike, based in the US. Here just to give commentary on an ever-changing world.
Mason, based in the Washington, D.C. area, professional, single, no kids.
Cool. Let's do it. So let's revisit some of the past, and this is for the old heads out here, because we all know, we all saw this back in the day, but who would have thought that this would be a reality now, right, guys? We all know this, right? Here we go.
Girl, we need to move on, and we need to get us some new jobs.
Listen, y'all, I got the inside scoop on the biggest video edition to hit the airwaves, the video dance girl of the world.
It's a sign from God.
Me see you bugging.
There's only one way we gonna find out. Let's go to L.A.
Get it. You might want to go on home now, because I'm here.
That's my girl! Ooh, yeah.
My boss is doing a music video. I thought you'd be perfect for it.
How many C notes we talking here?
$10,000.
Where he at?
New Line Cinema presents
Live large and take a charge, big boy.
How did you get past security?
a movie about two friends
Follow me.
on the way up.
Where's the way, Alfred?
Where's Alfred?
You know, Batman's homeboy.
To the back, Kurt. To the back, Kurt.
What you
My uncle is a very sick man.
That's sad.
I'm not making a music video. This job involves an old man to make sure that his days are filled with kindness and love.
I ain't giving up no booty.
No.
Now, they're gonna show the other half
They don't pay crazy cash for this. She look like Lakeisha Jenkins with a bad hair weave.
how to live.
I know you like golf and stuff, but you really need to be watching BET.
Good morning, everybody. Don't forget my Ice Cube CD, Manly. A two-pack, too short, the dog pound, and pull up to the bumper, baby.
You got that Mac 10, baby? Yeah. West Coast. What you know about that Luke Skywalker, huh? Get it.
Hey, why they got two toilets? You know how rich folks is. They've got to feel like they got a choice in everything.
What say we go on a shopping spree?
Today must be my lucky day.
This spring,
Oh, it's so cool you down with us.
give it up
You need to scoot over, because I ain't got no problem sleeping on this expensive white carpet, because I know it's poodle hair.
for the ladies in the house.
Now then, who could be calling it this time?
It's my boyfriend.
He says you're tripping because you're in Hollywood, and he hopes you don't get played.
Babs,
Tell him he better hope his mama don't get played.
Hello, sir. She hopes your mama don't get played.
So guys, did you think all those years ago, because this is what, 90, 92, 91, right, Mason? Right around then?
Yeah, somewhere around in there.
Did you think that this would predict the state of affairs with these women out here today? I mean, the blonde weave, the crazy outfits, the gold teeth, you know what I'm saying? The
It
nails.
was 1997.
97, yeah. Can you believe it? I mean, this is the state of these women out here today. You know what I'm saying? And they're proud of it. You know?
Yeah, well, that's, that movie is kind of extreme, even though you do have women that carry it like that, you know what I'm saying? But, it is a comedy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
if you look at the Cardi B's and the Megan Stallions and the Nicki Minaj's, these girls are trying to emulate them, and I would say that their look is even more outrageous than how they looked on Bass, because at least they didn't have the tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Or the big long nails. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would say that it's even worse. And Babs was a comedy. Like it was something that that you didn't want to do because it was laughed at. But now it's
like a caricature.
yes, but now these women are fitting the caricature. And this all stems from the fact that women do this stuff. They don't do it for men. They say that they wear weave and all for men, but they do it for each other. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to one up each other. And I was saying, y'all remember that there's a scene that Legally Blonde movie where he says, "Oh, this guy is gay." And he's like, "How do you know he's gay?" And she goes, "What type of shoes are these?" And the guy's like, "Brown." I don't know. She's like, "Oh, only gay dudes and women know that these shoes are out of season. Men don't care about red bottoms and all this other stuff. Girls care about Fendi bags and weave and all yaki and all of that stuff." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're 40 years deep into women only caring about what women think, women deciding what men think. Seriously, why is it every major outlet, online or in publication, what a man wants, what a man, what men like, what your man doesn't like about you, what you can better do as a woman to look better, think better, act better to your man is written by a woman.
Yep, that's true. And here's the thing: you guys know it. I know. Stop me if I'm wrong. There's two types of women. There's women for fun, and there's women who you bring home to meet your parents. And all these girls do is they don't understand all this weave and stuff puts them in that category of this ain't the one that I'm trying to keep. If you decide to go the actual route. So all women see is attention. They just want the attention. They don't care what, they either don't know or don't care what type of attention that it is.
Yeah, just like those the eyelashes, for instance.
Yeah.
Like some of these eyelashes, they can just get downright ridiculous how big and clunky they are.
Okay.
We don't.
Okay. I'm gonna throw out four things while I have it on my mind. What's in the title of this video? Lashes, weave. What else? AJ, you said lashes,
BBLs,
and
lashes, weave, BBLs, nails, tattoos.
Okay.
All that foolishness.
Okay. Those five. Let's rate them from 1 to 5. Worst. Like number 1 is the worst. Can we come to a consensus on, even if we varied, let's kind of have a little chat, because I would put weaves as the worst.
No, I would say tattoos are the worst. No, I would put BBLs as the worst because you can die from a BBL. BBLs are the worst.
Are we talking worst for who? Like,
no,
I don't care if a woman
true.
dies because it's not affecting me.
So snap. So
I'm just being serious.
Let's take it from a perspective
but like Mike, like you said, like it is varying degrees of all of those. Sometimes you can have an extreme, you know what I'm saying, and you have a woman that might have a weave, and you might not even tell it's a weave. You know what I'm saying, because it's not a cheap weave. You know what I mean? So it just depends. And then some women may get, the BBLs or what have you, and sometimes it's ridiculous looking because they got too much done. You know what I'm saying? Or then you have
tattoos. You could be like one tattoo, or you can have like.
But so what I'm saying is from a man's perspective, because we're looking at it as men, what we like, and the fact that they blame heterosexual men. They say, oh, the reason why we get BBLs is because men like it. The reason why we wear weaves, so they're trying to appeal to us when they're not trying to appeal to us. We just take the blame. So from our side as attraction, I'm talking like a girl that we would be with long term. So let's rank them in that. What, from your perspective as a man that's trying, that would, let's just say hypothetically, try and wife up a chick, where would you rank these as deal breakers? And I'm talking like a girl who wears weave all the time, and then all of a sudden she wants you to pay for it, or a girl who's got, you know what I'm saying? There's like pitfalls, but you don't have to deal with that. If you did choose to deal with it, where would you rank it as far as like what you would deal with?
I think tattoos would probably be the worst for me. And I'm talking, if you have a chest piece, or a tattoo on your neck, or a tattoo below your elbows, it's automatically disqualified.
Yeah, I would say definitely tattoos on your neck.
Yeah.
Anything's visible on your face, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets to the point where it can be obnoxious, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
too, it depends on the type of tattoo it is.
Yeah, you shouldn't be looking like a copy of X-Men 100. You know what I'm saying? You got freaking so many tattoos. You look like a comic book. You know
Like if
what I'm
if
saying?
you're going to a formal gala or something with involved with work and spouses are invited, like I can't take you with me.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. And this is the thing. All of us are successful men. So we got to caveat this by saying that all four of us have to consider that we go to work meetings or even social events to network. And we can't have no woman with no tattoos and stuff while walking up to all the other co-workers, girlfriends and stuff. It's just not gonna happen. So I think we all said that obvious tattoos is number one, right? Can we agree?
To me, I can't think of any of the other five that would be an automatic disqualifier.
Okay.
Tattoos for me, weave wouldn't automatically, if she has a super crazy weave, you can have her tone it down and stuff, but tattoos are permanent. There's so much attached to it. So
okay, Mike Mason, you guys would say, huh?
Yeah, I can see that, obviously. But I would also say the next tier, I'm kind of conflicted with the BBL and the weave, because if I have a daughter and her mother wears weave and has BBL, then to me, that's not self-love.
Yeah, that's facts.
And that's what it boils down to.
One.
That's a good one.
That's what it boils down to. All of these things, these are aesthetics that are influenced by a mindset. It's you know what I'm saying? It's about self-love. It's about, trying to get attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the root of it. And it's causing them to do these things to themselves. And but we're in a world now where attention is currency, new currency.
That's facts. And even things like makeup. So all of us are into fitness, right? And how many times have y'all looked on Instagram? You got these fitness chicks, especially the Brazilian ones, and they're on the sauce, right? And you see that makeup, they can contour the man chin. You know what I'm saying? Because they get all the likes from having the six pack and the butt from trying to squat all the weights or a fake butt, but then they have the manly voice, but they do the makeup and the long hair so that they can get likes from the fitness thing and the and all the guys who are into hip hop and stuff. All of it is just likes. And guys, there was a documentary where it was 3 professional models versus 3 Instagram models, and there was one guy on there. He actually was about your height and your build, Mason, and he was talking to the Instagram models and said, y'all are ruining it for all of us, because traditionally professionals have charged a premium. They say, look, you need to pay me for me to model your product. These Instagrammers do it for likes. They do it for attention only, and it's ruining the actual market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and ultimately, as men, we have to take our power back.
Yep.
And stop boosting them up and stop giving them these likes. Stop commenting on
facts
on women's Instagram and stuff, and you don't even know her, and you talking about what you want to do to her, and it's down the third, and all you're doing is just boosting her ego.
Yep, that's facts. And a lot of them are just average looking chicks anyways, who got a filter or some type of makeup or weave, and you see all these thirsty dudes. This is why on this channel I always say this: one of the ways to empower men is to shame simps, right? We can, as men, we can't blame we can't just shirk the accountability, right? I say that women wouldn't do stupid stuff unless simps allowed them to, right?
Mhm.
And for every one of guys like us, there's 5,000 simps out there who are liking these broads' photos and stuff on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, well, next I would say tattoos, and then I would only say a BBL only because that type of mindset to risk your life for a butt. Right now, the BBL has the highest mortality rate of any elective surgery.
Yeah.
And these girls are willing to risk the one life. It doesn't matter who you pray to, other than being some Buddhist. But we're put here once on this planet, and you're gonna risk it for that? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's 1 in 3,000 women that go under the knife for a BBL die from either the surgery itself or complications.
That's crazy.
And give me like 20 minutes, 20 seconds. I'll explain why. So I was watching the thing from this medical doctor in New York City, and he said that the thing about the BBL is there's a certain layer under the skin, but like before the muscle, that you have to put the fat in. And if you don't go far enough, you can get infections and stuff. If you go too far, you're injecting fat like straight into the person's like muscle tissue and blood and stuff, and fat can get into the person's arteries and all sorts of stuff. So it's a lot of fat being injected into a really precise area all over the butt. That's where the complications start.
That's crazy.
And also, it's predominantly women of color.
Yep.
Look,
and that's crazy because it's because women of color were usually shamed for having big butts and everything. You know what I mean? So, and now then you had other people or other ethnicities trying to get these butts and everything. And now it's like, and now I guess black women's like, well, it's not big enough. I got to make it bigger.
It's like an arms race. It's like the Cold War. Instead of nuclear bombs, they got booty cheeks.
Wow.
Mike, you were saying something.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say I would put BBL higher than the other one because I mean, to get a BBL, you got to put on fat. And I don't fuck with that. So.
And also one last thing about the BBL surgery. So what happens is, this is just my layman's knowledge. They suck the fat out of your middle and lower back love handles, right? And the problem with that is that once you get that fat sucked out, the fat cells are gone. So you're gonna gain. If you gain a bunch of weight back, you're not gonna gain it in the spots where they suck the fat out.
Yeah,
so
you got those holes. You got these weird dents in your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn. So a lot of women, they're dooming themselves. They don't want to do any work to get in shape, but then they're dooming themselves where if they gain a bunch of weight, they're gonna look weird. So they have to stay in some kind of shape after a BBL.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know a lot about this. Dang.
No, and then I would say weaving nails and stuff. That's something that, like I said, it's I don't like it in that I think black women they should just wear their natural hair personally, and then it's expensive. It smells. But I know dudes who say cool with the weave. But I would say that tattoos, BBLs, all those things that are permanent. Come on, man. And then those lashes. Mason, you started talking about the lashes. What were you saying? This is about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's like they just get like dookie dumb with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's so thick, and they look like snuffleupagus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like the bigger they are, the more ignorant the chick is. 9 times out of 10. The bigger it is, I think it's like a correlation to their education.
Yeah, and they just
totally believe that.
Want attention. Like smart people know, like, all right, if I do this, there's a certain type of attention that I'll get. So if I dress a certain way, if I smell a certain way with certain clothes, whatever. But I think that the women who have those, like you said, they're so dumb that they think that any attention is good, that people staring for any reason is good, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? That you look like a freak, you know, and they're just getting bigger and bigger. These eyelashes, they're just getting bigger, and it's like, how do you even see? Like, y'all remember that sheepdog from Looney Tunes that he'd have to blow his hair out of his eyes because he couldn't see, and he was chasing coyote. That's what they look like. You know what I'm saying? So, well, man, but yeah, I mean, all these things that they talk about, they do for themselves, and then they say that they do for men. But as this conversation shows, that all of us, we don't want that. We don't want weaves for the most part. We don't want tattoos. We don't want BBLs. Nails are stupid and lashes are ridiculous, and yet they keep doing it. And when pressed, it's always the men's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault, right?
Well, I like it when a woman can keep herself up. I like some nice nails, you know what I'm saying? But of course, like there's an extreme, you know what I'm saying? Whereas she can't even wipe her ass because she got so many, her nails are so long. But
and we grew up in the 90s where girls had those Flojo nails. You remember that? Remember? They have the long
Gail Devers.
Yeah, Gail Devers. Sorry. Yeah. Remember, girls had those. They had those long ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who'd have thought everything comes back around? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we got brothers wearing uptown fades again, looking like Kid and Play. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, but yeah, guys. So we can transition onto a couple stories here about the BBLs, and I want to focus in on this. And this is specifically because these girls are out here dying. And these are girls who got kids. Some of them are married. Some of them, they got families. And they honestly are going to take the risk and risk the one life that they were given on this planet to fly down to the DR. They're basically clipping coupons. You know what I'm saying? To go down and die, just like Kanye's mom did. You know what I'm saying? She was like 51, whatever, went to Brazil, she got a BBL, a boob job, and lipo, and died on the operating table. But let's just jump into this story now.
First at 6, an Indianapolis woman is dead after traveling to the Dominican Republic for plastic surgery. It is a growing trend. U.S. citizens leaving the country to get those procedures.
WRTV's Adam Shooms and photojournalist Paul Chiodo have been working this week to try to find out what went wrong in the Dominican Republic.
With a heavy heart, Sheree Terry reflects on the life of her twin sister.
Damn,
she went to go get her body done in the DR. And she never made it back.
Shakari Terry was a mother to a 2-year-old and the proud owner of the Many Blessings in.
Now that's a face only a mother could love.
That's everything we just talked about. Tattoo, lashes, and probably got to go into the BBL. So,
Oh, man.
In Paradise Daycare on the city's east side before going to the Dominican Republic.
And me and my sister had the type of relationship where we could get into it in 1 minute.
I'm sorry. Look at this.
Look, she thinks she's a 10, so let her be.
Can you imagine someone? Hey, yo, Mason, can you imagine this chick swipes right on you on Tinder, and you walk into the restaurant and then and this comes jumping out the bushes at you. All right.
And right after that, we'll be back friends and talk. And so I knew someone right. I felt it in my heart.
Black people sure knew how to act quickly on the news.
This wasn't Shakari's first surgery this year. She posted on her Facebook back in February that she got surgery. Her family says it was a gastric sleeve surgery that she got in Mexico.
There are those lashes. And she got gastric. What's that? Yeah, laziness.
It's just laziness, man. And people are looking for that self-love, and they looking in the mirror instead of looking inside themselves, man.
Yep. And they want that quick solution. She got gastric bypass down in Mexico. Come on, man. Let's get back into it.
Just a few months later, on April 11th, her family says Sha'Carri went with her friend Carlisha Williams to the Dominican Republic.
So she definitely was healthy. Everything went wrong. It happened there.
They both had surgery for a Brazilian butt lift and a tummy tuck. They say the surgery was performed by Dr. Jose DeSena, seen here before the surgery.
And I want to stop this here. You guys, a lot of times these doctors, they'll pay girls on Instagram to recommend them, right? And then they'll get these girls, they'll sucker them down here, and then oftentimes they aren't even doctors, or they'll have their nurses do the surgery, right? And if anything goes wrong and you try and call back, the AT&T number you have dialed is no longer in service. You know what I'm saying? They just disappear. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And these girls, they are going down there to do this.
But after she called me Thursday night, she just wasn't right.
The second day into recovery, which was Friday, the 15th.
So this is her friend. So her friend survived.
Sha'Carri I was, moving around a lot more. And Sha'Carri, I was still in pain, but I was moving around. Sha'Carri wasn't really moving around. She wasn't doing nothing. She would lay in bed. I would go in there and try to get her out the bed, try to get her to come downstairs and eat with me. And she just wasn't responding well.
Carlisha says Sha'Carri was moved from their recovery house and admitted to a clinic in Santiago.
When we go in there and I see Sha'Carri, I almost fell out. Like literally, like she was on all these machines. She was unresponsive. She wasn't talking, wasn't alert, eyes closed. She's unresponsive.
Carlisha Williams was told that Sha'Carri was okay. Her kidneys were doing well and her body needed rest. Carlisha says Dr. DeSena said she was only sedated.
So I'm like, so if you unhook that, she'll be able to breathe and stuff like that on her. He was like, oh, yeah, she's perfectly fine. Like, her body just needs rest.
Carlisha says she went back to see Sha'Carri the next day and a different doctor was there. According to Carlisha, that doctor told her Sha'Carri was having a hard time breathing on her own.
Damn.
But 20 minutes later, she says Dr. DeSena came in and told her Sha'Carri was getting better and just needed dialysis.
I reach out to the mother and,
just need dialysis.
Wait a minute, guys. Did you hear that? You don't. Now, I just watch House and ER, but you don't ever just need dialysis. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I think the major thing I got already was the mother saying they were healthy. First of all, they were overweight.
Yep.
And we don't know what their eating habits were. Just because even if they were thin, just because you're thin don't mean you're healthy. So clearly she had some other issues. And she was putting extra weight on just to get the BBL. So
and it's not like that you can check this doctor's credentials or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you go to a clinic in the United States. I can say, all right, this is Mason or this is Mike. He went to medical school here. This is what the medical board says. Blah 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 blah. But if you're just going down to Santiago, and that's another thing, y'all. Who here speaks Spanish? If the nurses and them they're talking in Spanish, you don't know what they're saying. You don't know if something's going wrong or not. You don't even have family to come get you or anything else. So this is just crazy. Let's get back into it.
Going on, but I'm trying not to scare them. But at this point, I want to scream, like, get down here, like,
When Sha'Carri's mom arrived about a week after the surgery, Carlisha says the doctors continued to say that Sha'Carri just needed rest, and they were told to leave. Carlisha was set to come back to Indiana the next day.
Her mother's talking to her. Her mother, basically, she tells me, like, Carlisha, I don't believe my daughter is alive. She was like, I know my daughter isn't alive. Why won't they tell me?
By the time she got to Indiana, Carlisha said that she was notified that Sha'Carri had passed away.
So she was like, Carlisha, I went back to my room. She was like, I was probably there for about an hour. She was like, they called me and told me Sha'Carri's heart stopped. Just that quick. I said, huh? She said, as soon as she went in.
Did y'all hear the smoke detector in the background? At their house? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, she need to put a battery in it.
Yeah.
And she said her daughter was already in a body bag that quick.
Sheree and Carlisha say they just want answers. I reached out to the State Department. They said they can confirm the death of a U.S. citizen in the Dominican Republic. and they're providing all appropriate assistance to the family.
We're gonna keep fighting. We will not stop at all. Shakori was a very important person.
Working for you, Adam Shooms, WR-TV.
Well, we have made numerous attempts to contact Dr. Jose de Sena in the Dominican
And do you think that you're going to be able to get a hold of him? Hell no.
Republic. He has not responded to any of our requests. We will keep trying to reach him, however.
And tonight, the family tells us after trying for days, they expect Shakari's body back in the U.S. tomorrow. There will be a balloon release for Shakari Terry happening this Saturday at 4 p.m.
So the rest of the segment talks about the doctor, and well, we all know that they ain't gonna find him. But there's one more story here, guys. Check this out.
A woman says that a Dallas plastic surgeon basically botched her plastic surgery, leaving her in a wheelchair.
And now the Oklahoma nurse is
Now this is in the United States.
seeking millions of dollars in damages after she says her life was changed forever. Our Brooke Rogers live in Dallas with her story. Brooke?
And Kaylee, this is the lawsuit. It was filed in Dallas District Court today. In it, the patient says what was supposed to be a minor augmentation has likely left her paralyzed permanently.
Dang.
It's a cosmetic enhancement known as a Brazilian butt lift, made popular by the likes and looks of some Hollywood celebrities. But for Oklahoma nurse Rolanda Hutton, it was supposed to be a minor makeover.
And I didn't do this to be a video vixen or anything like that. I just went in for something, just a slight enhancement.
First of all,
no.
Before I go off, someone say something here.
Nah, yeah, she did. She was definitely influenced by the video vixen or the Kim Kardashians. She was definitely influenced by that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Business going under the knife. She too old for that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Mason. This woman has to be in her mid to late 40s, early 50s, which she looks good for being her age. But what you doing being 49 getting a BBL? And this is because, guys, I've said this in previous videos. This is the first
men's attention.
Thank you very much. This is the first time in history where 45-year-old women are competing for the same men as 25-year-old women. See, back at when my grandma was 45, she was a grandma. You know what I'm saying? When my mom, she was 45, all of us were out the house. You know what I'm saying? But she was grown, she was married, she wasn't worried about this. But now we have a Generation X, which is 43 to 55-year-old women that are out there in the club with their trying to get these BBLs. You know what I'm saying? So
she left in a wheelchair after.
What are you saying? Go ahead.
It's definitely an epidemic.
Yep. And then like I said, men, we aren't paying the price for this. Women are. You know what I'm saying?
After her January procedure.
And if any woman asks you to pay for her BBL or her boob job, say no. If you do, you're a fool.
At Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute and Dallas Day Surgery Center. Her attorney says Dr. Samir Jajurakar injected too much fat into the muscles above her sciatic nerve when she awoke and couldn't feel her feet or legs.
And I kept on feeling like something is wrong. Something is wrong. So I thought, I need to go to the hospital.
Attorney Les Weisbrod says instead they kept her at the Cloister at Park Lane, a, quote, luxury post-operative hotel, far too long.
She needed to be emergently transferred to capable people at a hospital, and that wasn't done.
It's the same with the previous case. They kept her in that room in the DR for a week before they took her to the doctor or the hospital.
Hutton says she may never walk or work again. And while she hopes to receive damages, she says she spoke out primarily to spare others from her pain.
But a lot of younger people, or maybe people my age, are doing things that may cause more complications, and they're younger and their lives are going to change forever. I want other women to see that what can happen.
And even then, she still danced around it. She should have said, look, y'all, don't do what I do. Don't be an idiot. It's not worth it. Do some squats. You know what I'm saying? But she still said, you're going to do things to complicate. No. because that's how men are. If men say, look, I was a junkie for 10 years, guys, we always say, don't do drugs, or I got some girl pregnant. We can say, guys, don't do what I did. We're not trying to sugarcoat stuff. So, guys, do you know of any girls who in your circle who had a BBL done?
I've never seen. I mean, I've probably seen one in real life, but I didn't know it.
Because
And
I
never
know, I know one girl who had it done, and she went down to Florida. What were you saying, Mike?
No, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't personally, but I think some people say with like minds attract like minds. So I don't have that mindset. I detest that with everything in me. So I don't attract that.
Yeah. Mason?
I know of some women that have got it done. You know, I've never dealt with them like that, but I know some women who've had it done, and I don't know, man. I think I think there's a level of mental and emotional instability to even want to go through. You know what I mean? To even want to go to that extreme for something cosmetic. You're gonna go under the knife. You know what I'm saying? To get something done. You know, somebody going into your body and you're risking your life for it just for a look. To me, I think there's definitely something. There's something mentally wrong for you to even do that.
Yep. I'm telling you, I have a phobia of even anesthesia. There's a reason why anesthesiologists are some of the highest paid doctors there are, because putting someone under, they might not wake up. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing that willingly. You're literally going to a place, putting yourself under, and then having them hack you up, all so you can think that you look better. When everyone knows, we all know, because all of us are in the fitness. The journey, the process is what does it. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym, get in shape, lose some weight, put your mind to it, and then look in the mirror and say, I accomplished that. That will give you more security and peace of mind than any type of surgery or anything else will. And it's crazy that we as men, it's like we know this, most of us. I mean, there are some weak-minded men out there, but I believe that most men, when get to a point to where they get sick of being insecure about something, and at least try to make the change. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, this BBL thing is getting worse. These doctors are all making money. These guys in the DR, and I'm gonna finish here, but I don't know if you'll realize that this is going on England, France. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Australia. They go to Turkey. People from England go to Turkey. There are black women in England that are dying from BBLs they get in Turkey. Now, if you thought the DR is bad, y'all, I'm not going to Turkey. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I can at least understand a little bit of Spanish, but going to Turkey? Come on, man. Come on. Y'all got it twisted. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, guys, I mean, I think that this is gonna get worse before it gets better, because all these girls see is that my friend went down to the DR, paid the $3,000, and now she got likes on Instagram. That's it. The girls don't see all the risk and all the all the pain that their friends are going through. And then either when something does happen, they still don't want to tell the harsh truth. Why do you guys think that is?
They're not moved. Most women are not moved by being logical. They're purely emotionally driven.
That's facts.
And that's what's caused them to do this. It's about, what can I do so I can feel better? What could I do so I can get a man or keep a man? Versus, won't you like work on yourself, like work on your communication, work on the inner child within yourself, work on work on trying to take some accountability for a change. You know what I'm saying?
There's that word again that women don't like. Accountability. It's like kryptonite.
Yes, it is, man. It is, and it's just like right now we have it's an epidemic of just delusional people. Women just thinking just straight delusional, and it's like they actually gaslight. And they say this year the number one word or number one Google word was gaslight. Okay, so gaslight meaning that, okay, if you want to gaslight somebody, whereas you're getting them to basically doubt their reality.
But this also involves that my truth that's going on now. We've heard this word,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
This is my truth. Any woman that says that is trying to gaslight light you and take you from reality to their reality, or from the truth to their truth. And women don't understand how knuckleheaded they sound when they say the word my truth. Guys,
That's
to
right,
all
that's
my
right.
listeners out there, any woman that uses this astrology crap or my truth, guys, get up and walk away. Throw the smoke bomb and disappear into the mist. And we'll actually do another episode on gaslighting, narcissism, and my truth. That'll probably be the next episode here. But guys, I think, Mason, you really hit on something that a lot of us can relate to. This is my reality and you have to see it my way. Well, here's the thing. Dying from a BBL or whatever, that's reality. And it doesn't matter what you think that your reality is, that's the truth. And what does the Bible say? The truth will set you free, right? So, all right, you guys, does anyone have any closing thoughts? Mike, you want to go first?
The only thing I would say is, I mean, you were born away. You have to learn to embrace it. Otherwise, nowadays, not embracing it will get you killed.
What? Man, that's it. Talk about summing it up. Summarizing real good. All right, Mason.
Well, I think, and this applies for just not only women, for women, but men as well. And just basically like try to work on yourself. It's hard to really take accountability and really take control of your emotions and work on those things that are going to make you a better person, or make you a partner in a relationship or what have you, versus going and trying to just look the part, but you can't execute the part.
Facts. Last but not least,
closing thoughts on the subject. A lot, just keep looking out for red flags and everything that we talked about. We talked about the mindset behind, BBLs and tattoos and stuff. And just, guys, keep track of red flags. And have standards. They say you're only going to get 80% of what you want, maybe 70%. I think the other 20 or 30% of what you're not going to get should include all the stuff that we talked about here.
That's facts. That's true.
So yeah, just be careful, guys. And that's it.
So I just want to say, guys, I think that the one thing that you heard from all of us, to all my listeners, guys, be the best version of yourself that you can be, and only deal with those that are doing the same thing, including women. If a woman's not trying to be the best natural version of herself that she can be and isn't trying to move towards positive goals, drop kick her. And guys, we are men. It's better for us to take the longer, harder road to build character. We have to suffer and stress because that's what makes us stronger. And you see how the women have gone by the wayside because they've done the ultimate opposite of what men are supposed to. They have gone and taken the shortcut in every single route there is. Guys, we can't do this. We can't do it, or we're not going to be successful. So be the best, healthiest, most intelligent version, most economically successful version of yourself, and life will just work itself out. So, all right, you guys, like, subscribe. This is AJ, and I'm out of here.